Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This is a full Celtic Cross tarot spread for your love life to find out what's going on. Now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you're finding this video, it's good to go. I've made 3 readings here. Each one of them has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of these readings, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Now, there's 2 ways in which to win a private reading with me every single month. The first way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video, and then leaving a comment. Do that as many times as you like on all my videos on this channel and also my Be Healing Tarot channel, and that'll get you many entries into the draw. Second way is by purchasing the deeper dives to these pick a card reads. That'll get you entered into the second draw. So good luck with winning those. Now, take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? The crystal is out with the Queen of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Or would you like the flower? The flower, I can't pick it up, is out with the Knight of Emotions from the Muse Tarot deck. Or would you like the shell? The shell is out with the Nine of Pentacles from the Tarot of Mystical Moments deck. Take your pick now, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click on that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. Now I make today's tarot every single day of the year on my other channel, Be Healing Tarot. I also go live on that channel 3 times a week with a manifestation masterclass where I give 1 question readings in there as well. You can book in for one of those 1 question readings on my website at any time. Find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link to the replay, so you don't need to be able to make it live if you can't make it. Alternatively, you can come live and you can book your reading while I'm live too, and I'll do it there and then for you. I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them, and you can find a link for that in the description box below as well. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, I make 3 of these love pick a card reads a week as well. So welcome to my channel. Good to see you here. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And take your pick now. Crystal, flower, or shell. I'll see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal along with the Light Seers Tarot, then this one's for you. Crystals, let's find out what's going on in your love life. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross tarot spread for your love life. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deep dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So this is my second attempt at making this because it was also glitchy, the camera and everything when I first started. And you got 2 cards out for the start of it, and this was one of them. And so it is the same reading, but this one is slightly different, and that's fine because it's still the same message for you guys. So what is this reading all about? Well, the 4 of Swords is about rest, recuperation, and it's about the start of a healing journey. It's like time to heal something. And the Queen of Cups is about you receiving. Now, I don't know what's going on in your love life at the moment, but I would say perhaps you are attracting people and they don't have an awful lot to give to you, or are really selfish and they don't want to give to you, and you're perhaps wondering, well, why that is. Well, it's got something to do with you healing the upper side of you that isn't open to receiving. Perhaps it's your self-esteem and you're not thinking like you deserve to receive, or you just haven't received so often in life that your expectations are very low. It could be that, but there's something to heal here for sure, and it's about you being open and receiving. So if you're finding it hard to like accept compliments and to let people do things for you, if you don't ever ask for someone to do something for you, you know, just for the hell of it, just because it would be really nice for someone to do something for you, if you were just like, oh no, I would rather like do it myself and then die and poke needles in my eye before I ask someone else to do something for me, then you've got an expectation of disappointment there about people. Now, I'm not saying trust everybody in the world, because I think there's a lot of like not so nice people out there that you shouldn't trust. But if you get discerning and start choosing the good people in your life, then you can open up to receive from them. And so this is to do with your healing a part of you so that you can open up to receiving much, much more in relationships. So whatever's going on in your love life at the moment is all about that. You know, until we're truly ready for a long-term committed relationship, then we get the clues. We attract the people in that give us the clues of what needs changing. So, what is hindering you in this? Well, it's the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the direct communication card, right? So, direct communication, are you avoiding it? Do you find it very hard to ask for what it is that you want? This is what I'm getting from you guys, is that you find it hard. And it's not that's the problem. You find it hard to communicate what it is that you want and ask people for things. The deeper issue behind that is this very low expectation of people, or what you think that you deserve. So there's something much deeper behind that, but it appears like there is an issue with you directly communicating what it is that you want from someone, what your wishes are, what your needs are, perhaps relationship needs, you know, saying, meeting somebody for the first time perhaps and saying, I'm looking for a long-term relationship, someone that can be really there for me, and just really saying what you expect from them, what you're looking for from them. If you're not able to do that, then why not? You know, relationships are about two people. There should be a lot of expectations from you. Perhaps you've learned that expectations is a bad thing because you get disappointed, but expectations are not a bad thing. I mean, I get it. There's some spiritual teachings that say expectations are bad, but it's not like expecting good treatment from people is not the same thing as like expectations that kind of hurt you. So a symptom of whatever this issue is showing up as you not being able to express what you want from other people, and perhaps not even feeling like you're worthy enough to want, never mind express that from other people. Okay, so how do things appear on the face of it? And this kind of thing will affect your love life tremendously, because I was in this state years ago, and so I would just like choose the people that didn't have anything to give, and I would accept, you know, just the slightest bit of attention was enough for me, and I would pour so much into that relationship and give so much and expect so very little from them that it was just like completely one-sided. And I couldn't see it clearly when I was in it, that I was just like so willing to get into one-sided relationships because of my low expectations of the other. Oh, on the surface is the devil. You're attracting people with really not good energy because of that. Think about it. Who would get attracted to someone that is willing to give a one-sided relationship? Someone that's willing to receive nothing from them, but will give everything to them. It's not a nice person that would be attracted to someone like that, right? Someone that wants to take advantage of you, someone that wants, you know, someone that will recognize that energy. It's like, oh, this is a sucker. This one is just going to like do everything for me and I don't have to do anything for them. So you're actually attracting negative energy. It's like holding a victim energy kind of thing, and meekly like walking down the road and you're the one that gets attacked. You're the one that gets your purse grabbed, that kind of thing. Instead of walking, you know, like with confidence. You get targeted because of the energy. People can recognize the energy. And so, yeah, you are attracting people that want to take advantage of you. And they're not really taking advantage of you. They're just recognizing that you are willing to give way too much. What's really behind that? Well, I already said, didn't I? But give us some cards, because we like tarot. Okay, what's really behind that? Please, guides. What's really behind that is the Chariot, pulled in two directions, and the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. Okay, so you think it's your nature, do you? You think it's your nature to be loving and giving? It is, and that's cool. But it's not in your nature to put yourself last. That's not a personality trait. That is a dysfunction kind of thing. So, the Chariot, you pulled in two directions because, and I get it, I love the loving and giving side of myself too, and I want to do that. But I want to do it in a healthy relationship where it's reciprocated, because no longer do I want to leave myself out anymore. You can still be your loving and giving self. But imagine being that in a relationship with someone else like that. And you know what you're not going to do is you're not going to get into a relationship with the devil and then change them into that, heal them into that by your loving and giving. It starts out completely opposite like that, of someone taking advantage of you and you being willing to give way too much. It's going to get even further and further like that until you get it. So this reading is about you getting yourself into balance first and getting yourself out of that trap that you're in. Just because you love loving and giving doesn't mean that you should be in imbalanced relationships. Get yourself in a balanced relationship and it'll be amazing. You know, it's like when I first started out this business, I tried to start it out like a charity because I didn't really have very high self-esteem at all. And I wanted just to give it away, you know, and just give it away and just help everyone and put myself last, put everyone else first. And of course, it wouldn't work out like that. I could hardly help anyone when I was doing that because it wasn't sustainable. I didn't have the energy when I wasn't receiving anything back because there I was worried about money because I wasn't getting anything for it. It just didn't work, right? But then when I started valuing myself and accepting money for it and then really valuing it, and so I can do it in a sustainable way, so I can do 3 days every single week of making videos that go out for free for everybody because my business model is bringing enough money in for me, made it sustainable, and now I can help so many more people as a result of it, right? So it's the same kind of way. It's like once you get this lesson and you start valuing yourself and the balance, you'll be able to not just get so much more out of the relationship, but give so much more too. You've heard it, right? You got to fill your cup first, right? But your cup needs to be filled in a relationship by someone else too. And the reciprocation and that back and forth, it's a beautiful thing, apparently. It's a beautiful thing. And that's what you want, right? So recent past energies, well, you've been reaching higher, but you've been left out. So change, you know, 2 5s together. It's the card of change in the progression of the tarot. So reaching higher, realizing that you deserve better. You need to reach higher, but also feeling left out because you know what? It's this key, this jigsaw puzzle piece in place about receiving and about balance that you really need to get. And it's not just listening, you know, it's not just like listening to the guidance and going, okay, yes, I've got to fill my cup first. It's about really applying that and trying it out, because when we try it out, that's when we have those horrible feelings like, oh, I don't like this doesn't sit well with me, it doesn't feel like it's my personality, it's making me feel really selfish. It makes you feel really selfish when you're not even anywhere near balanced yet. You're still way over giving. And so it's actually putting it into practice. So you feel left out. It's not just a cerebral thing, you see. With that 5 of Wands, I'm getting like, you know that you deserve better and you need to reach higher, but you keep on finding those same kind of people. Because until you change your energy, the people that are attracted to you are going to be the ones that are like the opposite of that energy that you're holding. Once you're in balance, a balanced person will come your way. Okay. So you've been doing the work. I know, I get it. You've been doing the work, but you've still kind of been left out and disappointed. What have you got coming in? You've got the Emperor coming in and the 10 of Cups. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, it's the happily ever after with the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about someone that's done the work. The Emperor is the King of the Kings. He's learned all the lessons of the Kings. And each of the kings are like masters of each aspect of their lives. The Emperor is the one that's done it all. And so you are getting yourself to Empress status, learning all your lessons kind of thing, so that you can have the happily ever after with your Divine Masculine, with someone that's also been doing that too. That's what you've got coming in the future. Don't know when that's going to be, but that's where you're headed to. So you are headed to an amazing relationship because of all this work that you've been doing. And you are doing, and you'll continue to do. So what is this reading all about? So this is just about a step on the way of you learning this receiving step. It's okay to receive. It's also about the 9 of Pentacles, single independent, 4 of Pentacles holding your energy back. So this reluctance kind of, so I guess you have learned like not to do that. It's like, okay, so I've got to pull myself back, hold myself back, be more independent and all of that kind of thing. It might not sit well with you. 10 of Pentacles, building something up for yourself first. Yeah, it might not sit well with you because it's like turning your back on a really important part of you, that loving and giving part of you. But if you look at it at the big picture of your life, If you have been overgiving, willing to overgive and be the only one giving, to balance up your life in the big picture of it all, it is time for you to put yourself first now. It's your time now. It's your time now, right? So it makes sense that we've got to go through this single, independent. It's all about us now. It's my time now. I'm in that phase now. It's all about me now, and no excuses or regrets or justifications for that. It's like it's about time too that it's my time, you know, putting myself first properly now. And yeah. So fears. What are your fears? Your fears that you don't know. Your fears that you don't know. You pick a. You don't know who to choose. When someone's got feelings for you, you choose them, and then you don't receive from them. They don't give, and so there's a confusion here about how you've been choosing. But like I said, it's all in your energy. It's not all in your energy. That's a lie. I take that back. Part of it's in your energy and who's attracted to you because of your energy. And part of it is the way that you've been choosing. You're not being able to choose those. Put it this way. Until we know something and we are something, we can't recognize it in other people. Until we have a knowledge of something, we don't see it out there, right? And so until you, say, have emotional intelligence, right, or empathy, say, you're not going to see that in other people. You're not going to recognize it in other people. But once you've got it and you recognize it in yourself, then you'll notice it in other people too. You'll notice the signs because they're doing the same kind of things as you do, right? Perhaps they're having the same kind of reactions, empathic kind of reactions to situations that go on, you know, like, oh no, that kind of thing. And you can tell that they're empathic. But my point is, you can only recognize it because you own it in yourself and you do it yourself. Well, with this, if you get into balance, right? If you get into balance with giving and receiving and all of that and your self-esteem, then you're going to be doing the things that a balanced person does, and then you're going to recognize it in someone else. You're going to recognize it in someone else, right? And so it is about you choosing, yes, and you will know. You will know. But I feel like you're on this path to mastering it. That's what I get from this reading. And so you will know, and it's not just about someone having feelings for you. It's also about their behavior and your appraisal of them and your choosing them. So you will know. Don't need to be afraid. What are you hoping for? You're hoping for hope itself. Hope itself. So like your wishes to come true. And also King of Pentacles, someone that's solid, secure, stable, you know, someone that's got things, that have got plenty to give and all of that. Well, let's get your outcome cards out. I will be revealing the first outcome card to you in this reading, but I'm going to get a progression of them out for the complete picture. And so, but in the progression, I am going to reveal in the deeper dive read, in that extended reading. I'll also be getting cards out from all of these decks back here as well. If you've got someone coming in, which you do, because the card just came out, then we'll get into their energies, find out all about that, find out timelines, we'll get messages from them, see what's going on for them, get advice for you and all of that kind of thing as well in that extended reading. So let's get your outcome cards out. I want about 6, I think. Oh. So you do have someone coming in here. Let's find out more. Hang on, I need to be nosy. Wow, okay. It's looking good. It is looking good. I mean, you've got the Emperor and the Ten of Cups coming in your energies here, so you're onto a good thing. You're on the right path for sure. So the first card out, and then all of these. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 8 outcome cards. Tell quite the story here, but the first one is the wait. The wait, first of all. Perfect timing. Yeah, not really waiting for perfect timing. You're waiting for yourself to get ready, right? You're still on that path to getting ready. So keep on learning these lessons. Keep on going, keep on meditating on it, asking yourself, like, how can I practice this more? How can I practice it with my friends? Even when I go to the shops, how can I practice that of letting people give to me? Asking, especially. Asking for what it is that you want from other people. And then, you know, it could be something as little as just stopping yourself from reaching for something, just asking someone to pass you something. You can start little like that, and then confronting the feelings of like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done it for myself, or whatever comes up inside of you. You're waiting for yourself to get ready here, and the more practice you can get, Just see how much you can receive. And I'm not talking about just trying to manifest it, you know, focused on that. Universe, give to me. Easy to receive from the universe, right? Easy to receive from the universe, not so easy from people. You got to get good at receiving from people in order to be in a good balanced relationship. So taking yourself to that balanced state is what is required here, and that requires you to get more selfish. It does. Okay, and so if you want to find out what the rest of these cards are and all cards are and all the rest of it and the outcome, and you want the big picture, you might want to get that extended reading, the deeper dive. If you do, I will pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into the prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. So good luck with winning that. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second draw too. 2 chances to win. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower along with the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Well, let's find out what's going on in your love life by way of Celtic Cross Tarot spread. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So what's this reading all about? Let's find out. First out, you've got the Knight of Emotions. This is Mr. Loverman. This is Mr. Romantic. This is somebody coming in, making a move toward you, a romantic move towards you. And the Ten of Emotions, you're happily ever after. And the Queen of Materials, you and your stability. This is looking very good. This is looking very promising indeed. So the Queen of Materials, you feeling very stable, happily ever after, and romance coming in. Got something new starting off at the moment that shows promise, because you've got yourself to a point of stability. Perhaps you have. What's crossing you here? The Moon card, the unknown, your emotions, and temperance and waiting. So you're all in your emotions and you're waiting and you're tempering yourself. It's like, is this it? Is this it? I think I'm reading for you guys, and you've got somebody new at the moment, and you're like, oh, is this it? I'm in the unknown. I'm in my emotions. Is this it? That's working against you. It's that perhaps a little bit of apprehension, confusion. The Moon is yet to be revealed, you know, something's yet to be revealed, temperance, and you're kind of waiting for it to be revealed. Or if you haven't just met somebody, then you're feeling like this is about to happen for you. You can feel it in your waters, like someone's about to come in. I always get that feeling just before I end, because I'm psychic, you know, but just before I get into a long-term relationship, I know when it's coming. I can feel it. I'm like, they're just around the corner. I can tell. I tell my friends, I'm like, I'm about to meet somebody. I can feel it. And then I do. A few days later, I'll be like, yep, met them. I was right. I can feel it coming. Might be feeling that at the moment, or you might have met someone, have like the tangibles. Or you might just be in that, I feel it coming. Is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? That kind of an energy. So how do things appear on the surface, on the face of it? You've got Justice and the Ton of Voices. You deserve it after all the painful endings and the work that you've been doing on yourself. So all the stuff that you've been doing, the stuff that you've been through, the pain that you've been through, and you've figured it out and you've healed from it and you've done that inner work. Justice. What is coming to you now, you know that you deserve it. So there's a very strong knowing in that I'm picking up on, that you know that you deserve an excellent relationship now. Well, what's really behind that? Dare I look? Nine of Voices and the Ten of Materials. Okay. Well, the Nine of Voices is about anxiety and fears. Ten of Materials is about building. It's about building. It's about abundance. It's about, you could have fears for long-term abundance and all of that kind of thing. I don't know. So justice and the Ten of Voices, the stuff that you've been through, you're very clear on what you deserve now, but what's really behind that is a bit of fear about growing something yourself. So there's this urge to get with someone that's stable too. You've grown something for yourself, the Queen of Materials there, and some stability, but you're wanting like more abundance. So you might have a belief that that will come paired up with someone else. I don't know. Could be something like that. Anxiety around that. Recent past energies. You know, we all have our connection with abundance. We don't need a go-between or someone to provide it for us. I'm not saying that we're all an island. Of course, we are part of the tribe that is everybody here on this planet, and we can't isolate ourselves from that, but we don't need a go-between for our abundance. Recent past energies, please. Recent past energies for flowers. Recent past energies for flowers. Hanged Muse. And the Emperor. Interesting. So changing your mind about perhaps someone that you thought was divine masculine, or what divine masculine means to you, twin flame, that kind of, could be about that, but you could have changed your mind about what you were looking for, and what a divine masculine, so what a someone that has done work on themselves, that is owning their path, what that actually looks like. So you might have changed the kind of person that you're looking for as you have realized what you're looking for. You know, you see, as we grow into the Empress, as we do this work on ourselves and we own it, it's like, oh, I am this and that now, and that's really good, and I feel very balanced now. I'm looking for someone that's done that too, someone that's got that same kind of balance too, and I know how to recognize that. It's that kind of thing. So you've changed your mind about that, seeing it from a different perspective now, know much better what it is that you're looking for and how to spot it in someone else. What's coming in near future? This is looking very good. Oh no, it's not. Seven of Voices in the Sun. So the Sun is your inner child being happy. It's a bit of a giddy kind of an energy. And the Seven of Swords is not a good energy because it's the BS card. It's the perhaps easily deceived by somebody, getting giddy about something. Be careful of that, because I'm getting this giddiness. Do you get all giggly and giddy and that kind of thing around someone when you've got someone coming in? I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am getting giddiness with this. And you turn into like a giggly girl. Could be. But there's something deceptive there. Now, why would that be? Why am I getting that? You know, the person that's right for you will give you a very peaceful, calm feeling rather than a super, super excited, jump up and down, happy feeling. I'm not saying you won't be excited and all of that, but with this Sun card, I'm just getting it really clearly. The same giggly, the same, there's an exaggerated response. You see, whenever there's an exaggerated response, it's a sign that we're not in alignment. When we're in alignment with something, it's just like, yeah, it's not that we're being complacent, it's just we're used to that, you know? Like if you're not in alignment with money, whenever it comes in, you'll get super, super excited about it, like out of proportion. But if you're in alignment with money, it comes in and you're just like, yeah. You're thankful for it, but it's not a big deal anymore, you know? And it's the same with relationship too. It's not a big deal anymore, but you're giggly. It's just, it's showing some kind of like self-deception if you think that's a sign that it is. So you've got this thing about yourself to become aware of in the near future, and it's got something to do with like giggly over positive reaction to something. It's a sign of non-alignment. Okay, what else is this reading about? So you found some stability for yourself, Queen of Materials, happily ever after, someone coming in with romance. And the Five of Materials. The Five of Materials is the long, cold walk in the snow by yourself, because you're a woman on a mission and you know where you're headed, and you're not going to fall for the comfort, the comfort that is a sabotage. Not going to fall for that again. Got to keep going down this path that you're on. You're on the right path for sure, but it doesn't feel like you're at the end of the path yet. It feels like there's more more lessons. Lessons is perhaps putting it a little bit too harshly. There's not big painful endings like this, but there's more for you to find out along the way. More clues dropped on your path along the way is what it is. More clues. Okay, what are your fears? You're onto a good thing. Seven of materials. You fear investing in something that isn't going to work out for you. What are you hoping for? Ten of inspiration, to put down the burdens, for this to become easy. So that you don't have to put so much internal energy into it anymore. So that you don't have to. So that it just happens, like I said, so that you're in alignment and money just comes in. You know? That kind of thing. So it's easy. So it's just like, yeah, I expect this. This is my level. I just expect it to come in. So let's get your outcome cards out. I'm going to get a progression of outcome cards out because we want the full story, right? I'm going to reveal the first of them in this reading, and the rest of them I'm going to reveal in that extended reading, and that deeper dive read. I'll also be getting cards out for that read from these decks back here to give you guidance, to find out about your person as well. Let's get nosy about them, see when they're coming in, timings, what's going on for them, all of that kind of stuff. Messages from them as well. But let's get your outcome cards out because they're not coming out. What's going on? There's your first card. Oh. 2. 3. Okay, these cards give us a bit more information about this. That's good. 4, 5. Oh. Yes, you've got more clues along this path coming up, and good thing your high self, your guides here are going into detail about it, to forewarn you, forearm you for it. Just one more, please, the result of that. I see 3 little things coming up, well, maybe 4 for you here, that you need to know about as you progress down this path. There it is. There it is. Okay. Nice. Okay. Not little trip-ups, but things that are going to show up, your clues, like I said, along your path. So we've got 7 outcome cards here. The first one being the Devil. Now, the Devil card is about fears. It's about resisting seeing something that's there. It can be about addictions. It can be about succumbing to the easy path, the instant win, the hit, you know, the addictive hit, the just getting into a super fast relationship with someone just for the feeling that it gives in the moment because you kiss them like straight away before you even know who they are, or you go to bed with them straight away before you even know who they are, and all of that kind of thing, just going for that instant hit instead of that long term thing. So it feels like there's going to be challenges based on that. First of all, whatever that level of addiction is, the succumbing to that hit, the short-term hit, the dopamine hit, that needs to be faced first, right? That needs to be faced first. Now, you do have this reading is about the Knight of Emotions here, which is someone coming in for romance. Knights, not kings or emperors, but knights. So that might be a clue for you of the way that a knight would approach you. It's like a teenager, you know. Do you want to go out with me? Let's kiss at the back of the cinema. You know, it's that kind of a thing. It's not the way that an emperor or a king would approach you. Something to think about there. But yeah, like your first clue, and then there's the rest of these too. If you want to find out what they are, if this sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I will pop a link for up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you all the way straight away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me, as we'll get in that deeper dive read as well. That'll get you into the second draw each month as well, so good luck with winning those. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive for even more information on all of this and your path ahead, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell along with the Tarot of Mystical Moments, then this one's for you. Let's give you a full Celtic Cross tarot spread for your love life and see what's going on. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more toward the end of this reading. Be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out what this reading is all about. What's it all about? It's all about the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, single, independent. How come you're still single? Are you sick of people asking you, someone beautiful like you, what are you doing single? Why are you single, independent? That's what this reading, I've got the hiccups. That's what this reading is all about. Why is it? What is going on? What's holding you back? Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about building with people. And the Knight of Wands is about, it can be player energy, but it can also be like someone who is driven by something that they're passionate about. It's, to me, it's a teenage kind of an energy, or a younger person kind of an energy, because it's like I'm just following this lead. I'm passionate about this thing. I'm going to go down this path. It's not necessarily someone who's found like stability in their life and they know that they want to settle down or do something like that. This is someone that wants to go on an adventure. You know, it's that kind of thing. And so this is holding you back. It's a kind of, I want to go on an adventure with somebody. That might be at odds with you wanting to settle down too. Which one do you want? Do you want to go on an adventure? Are you still a teenager? That kind of an energy. You can be. I mean, you can be. But this might be pointing out that you've got two energies going on that are conflicting with each other. You might be attracted to those that want to go on an adventure, and you're like, yeah, I want to go on an adventure with them. But then there's this Nine of Pentacles. It's like, I'm stable, building things for myself. Might not be the same. So you might be attracted to people, that adventurous types that are showing you a certain aspect of yourself. Yes, it could be an aspect of your past self, or it could be an aspect of your current self. It feels to me like this reading is saying, which are you though? It doesn't feel like you're both of these things. I know we've got every energy within us, but who are you right now? Because sometimes we get confused and we think we're who we used to be. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we do that. Okay, so how do things appear on the surface of it? The King of Wands. Oh, King of Wands, but it's the female version of the King of Wands. So this is your energy. So very much in the masculine energy. I'm a go-getter. I do this and I do that. So you make stuff happen. That's good, but it's you and your masculine energy. You make stuff happen. Right. And as I said, like that might be at odds with an adventurer, the adventurer that goes, I don't really know what I want, but I'm going to trust that the universe has put this exciting thing in front of me, and I'm going to follow that path because that feels right. It's like when you get out of school and you don't know what you want to do yet, so you just try a load of different jobs out, you know, and through trying a load of different jobs out, you get to know yourself, what you truly want, what really fires you, what inspires you, or what you're good at, and all of that kind of thing. And you piece it together like, oh, this is what I'd really like to do. I'd like to put my gifts and talents to this purpose that is really important to me. But this Knight of Wands energy is more like the, I'm just going to follow this path because I don't really know what it is that I want to do. Now, if we're talking about relationships, if you're getting with someone that doesn't really know what it is that they want, they just want to follow the passion. So I'm attracted to you. Let's just go with this and see where it goes. It's that kind of an energy. And it's, you might be of the energy with this King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles energy of like, you know what, let's not do that. Tell me what it is that you want in a relationship and let's get clear on this from the outset. Two people, different parts of life. You might think that you want someone adventurous, and you might want someone adventurous, but you also want someone that knows what it is that they want within a relationship, right? That's got some kind of a stability too. This and that can be true at the same time. Just perhaps get it straight in your head that it's not opposites, but you need to fine tune it more and not be so attracted to the youngins that, or immature ones that are just at that point of their path where they just want to try things out, including relationship, including you. Try you out and see where it goes, see how it fits, you know. If you've spent the time to know yourself and know what it is that you want, you know exactly what you're looking for. You want to choose somebody who also has done that too, that are looking for you, that are really clear on it and they're looking for you. That they could be adventurous as well, but they're not going to be adventurous and showing you that they're adventurous by being that other energy that is someone else, right? So you might not have seen yet the stability adventurous one. You might not have had an experience of someone like that in your life yet. Well, hold out for that. Hold out for that. If you're that, then they're going to be that too. So what's really behind that? King of Wands, you make stuff happen in your masculine energy and all of that. The Emperor, Divine Masculine, Knight of Pentacles, slowly, coming slowly. So the Emperor on his horse. Oh, the Emperor on his horse, right? Comes into your life really slowly. Why? Because those of us that are living our best lives, doing the things that we want to do, fulfilling our life purpose in many different ways, pursuing all of those things, having our adventures and all of that kind of thing. Those of us that are doing that, relationship is part of that path, but it's not all of the path, right? And so we know what it is that we want in a relationship, and when it shows up, great, I'll recognize it. I'll recognize that right one, and I can add that to the mix, but it's not my sole point of focus, right? Not my sole point of focus. So it's that kind of thing. That's why they're coming slowly. It's not the sole point of focus, but they will recognize it when they see it. Yeah? It's not that it's not a priority, but we can't, when we're going through life, we know what's important to us in relationships. We know what's important to us in family. We know what's important to us for life purpose. We know what's important to us for our business and our money. We know what's important to us in our friendships and all of that kind of thing, and our hobbies and our health and all of that. We should know what's important to us, all of that. All priorities, all very good. We know where we stand on all of that kind of thing. But what we don't do is dictate, okay, now I'm going to be focused. Now someone's got to show up in my love life. We can't go like, now I'm focused on my health and now I'm focused on my career. We can do that. But can we do like, now I'm focused on my love life? Not really. Not really, because that's up to chance and someone coming in, right? So that is why, because it's someone that's getting on with their life and having their adventures. Your paths will cross. Perhaps you're too focused on it at the moment, on love life. I don't know. Are you? You watching this? What's recent past? You've been in your intuition. So you've been connecting in, you've been getting your guidance and all of that kind of thing. It's good. High Priestess. What's coming in the near future? Nine of Cups. Your wishes will be fulfilled. Which wishes? Some of them. I don't know. I don't know which wishes are going to be fulfilled, but they will. Just keep on the path. Keep on the path. Keep on going with the flow. Which wishes are going to be next? I don't know. Could be any of them, right? What else is this reading about? It's about you being single and independent. Eight of Swords. It's about breaking free of a trap that you've got yourself in. And it's a trap of the mind. Something to do with your beliefs. You know, we're all complicated mixes of all kinds of things, right? And sometimes it feels like we're an enigma, like we shouldn't exist. Like how can I be so stable yet be so adventurous? And how can I like want to settle down here yet it's like in another country? Do you know what I mean? It's like there seems to be things that shouldn't go together, but yet they do go together. And perhaps your beliefs that are keeping you trapped is that you don't fully believe that someone who is your perfect match exists. But why wouldn't they exist if you exist? I think this is more about you loving and accepting yourself as the enigma that you are. Because once you fully do that, you'll know that there'll be someone else out there that is that peculiar mix. Same, you know. What are your fears? Three of Cups, someone else being involved. And the Queen of Cups. Okay, so yeah, fearing third parties, betrayals, someone else being involved. They're always married, you know, something like that. They're always taken by someone else, or it's always complicated or something like that. Queen of Cups, something like being unable to receive from them. Now, Knight of Wands energy, if you are attracted to the adventurous side, if you're like, it's great, I can find plenty of like stable people that are matched with there, but they haven't got this adventurous side. So now I'm choosing the adventurous ones, but they're these young ones. Something like that, if that's your situation, yeah, you're not going to be able to receive from them. And you're like, yeah, but I don't want to receive from the boring ones, the stable ones. It's like, no, you want to receive from the one that is the mix of it all. Hold out for the one that's right for you. You'll know. Remember, the Emperor's coming slowly because they're getting on with their life, prioritizing other things, realizing that the love is the chance thing that comes at the right time. Can't speed that bit up. Can't go looking for it. Your paths collide when the time is right. Okay, what are your hopes? Your hopes that you're attracting them. So it's the card, the Queen of Wands, the Law of Attraction card, the what I'm searching for is searching for me. Perhaps not actively. That's the thing. I'm getting them. They're not actively searching. They know what they want. They'll know that they'll recognize it, but it's not like they're out there dating and trying to make it happen. When we try and make things happen, it comes from a place of lack, of not fully believing it, that we're already on the path to it. There's a definite feeling like that in your reading, that you don't fully believe it. You don't fully believe that your true match is out there, and you're going to collide with them at some point. So let's get your outcome cards out. I'm going to reveal the first outcome card to you because I'm going to get a full progression so we get the full story. But the first outcome card to you in this reading, and then the rest of them are going to be in that deeper dive read, that extended reading. In that deeper dive read, I'll also be getting cards out of these decks back here to give you advice, to find out about your person as well. Let's get into their energy, timelines, messages from them. What do they want to say? And anything else that comes up as well. Oh, you do have someone coming in the future here in this outcome. Yeah, your wishes are coming in. You see, Nine of Cups. You've got that coming. What was that? Let's get one more out, please. Or two. One. Nice. Okay. So you have 7 outcome cards. First outcome card is your Justice card. Now, Justice is the card of karma. It's the energy that you're putting out, your match coming back, you know. It's the matchy card, the Justice card. But tell you what, your energy that you've got, according to this reading, is kind of discombobulated. It's not believing. You've got a strong energy of who you are, but you're not believing that your person is coming in. And you're not really loving and accepting yourself as you are either. So when you've got that confused energy of like, I'm not really believing this, what are you attracting in? Well, not very much. You know, you have to get clear-minded of like, this is who I am, love myself. This richness and diverseness that I am is me, and I love every part of that. And my matches out there, and they will be coming into my life. And of course I'm going to recognize when they come into my life, because they can't be just like me. So when you get that one mind like that, that is what is called for, the justice, at which you've got to set yourself free from this prison first of your thinking, of the disbelief of it all. So get believing in yourselves and your path and all of this. Justice card, because you're getting matches all the time, right, to the energy that you're putting out. If you're putting confusion out there, I want this and that, but I want this. You know, so we do that roller coaster thing. It's like, I want someone that's stable. And it's like, oh God, but they're not adventurous though. I want someone adventurous. And it's like, oh God, but they've got no stability. And it's like, yeah, you want both. You don't do that roller coaster wanting the opposites. It's like, I want an introvert. No, I want an extrovert. No, I want an introvert. It's like, you want someone that's balanced. Might be better, right? So there's that. And then there's all of these. If you want to find out what they are, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. If you do, I'll pop a link for it up there. And there's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you all the way to a video, right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive read as well, I'll get you entered into the second draw, so good luck with winning those. And good luck with all of this if this is where you're leaving me. But if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read for even more, then I'll see you in there very shortly.